the intro. I've tried like 40 times, and everybody loves you.
It's cold and dry outside. It's warm and humid in here, and I can't see nothing. What am I introing?
You're supposed to say, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back. I can't see nothing.
What are we doing today?
It's moving day.
Why? What
Somehow,
else?
I get stuck with the outside moving.
What's the game plan?
I don't know.
Why are we moving?
Well,
It's more than moving day. We did a moving day video.
Yeah. It's my 7 days off, and we're going to Trinidad.
I'm gonna do some Alaska drive prep.
Yeah.
Enjoy some nicer weather.
Yeah.
We got
lots
a long
of car stuff to work on. Doing some packing.
We got a to-do
More
list.
car stuff to do. Working on building a shed. / barn / garage thing. It's gonna hold a bunch of stuff, so that's what we're doing.
I appreciate you. I did like 7 intros, so I'm using that one.
Well, that one is bad.
No, it was a lot better than mine, so.
I got work to do.
Okay. If he thinks he's getting out of being on the channel now, he's funny, because everyone loved him in the Alaska video. So, I'm making some coffee, and I think I've got the inside pretty well packed up, and I'm going to take the dogs for a quick walk. So, let's get our butts moving. Well, let's go for a walk. Come on, guys, let's go for a walk. Let's let out some steam. Oh, jeez. And they're already done with the walk. Gosh, I guess they're hyper. So these walks, I almost got taken out. These walks, they're good for the dogs. I've been doing them every day since February 1st. And I'm also just doing a walking streak because I'm going to be dead honest because I'm transparent. But I've got like 50 pounds to lose, and Alaska is going to be a tough life. I really need to lose as much as I can before we get there, or it's just going to be really tough. I am confident that I will lose all of it after, say, 6 months in Alaska. But there's no reason not to start now. Because I've had some fertility issues since we're getting deep on this walk, and they have just led to me gaining weight. Happens to the best of us. So there's the transparency of the day on the walk of the day. Today's gonna be a little more vlog style, so that's why I'm just kind of filming what we're doing, and we're gonna share it because all the cat hunting seasons are over for us. We'll be pulling traps soon. And we're just full bore. Let's get our butts to Alaska. So this is what it's gonna look like. So taking you with us. I need to put my Fitbit on bolt there. It really gets some steps in. Fun trick to keep dogs hydrated in the winter. Put a couple drops of food in there. Gus is like, what the heck? He's always hydrated. You're always hydrated, dude. You're fine. Bolt, on the other hand, always gotta make sure he's drinking enough because he's a turd, so. Tips and tricks. Okay, I'm gonna
one's done.
Okay, I'm gonna put this up and I'm gonna go turn your coffee off. Look at that sun fade. Color change was purple. There you go. We're about ready to get rid of that skirting. Levi's over dealing with it. No, Bolt, you stay. You stay outside. Ooh, it smells like coffee in here. We just gotta make sure nothing's flying all over the place while we move. I've got a whole video on how we move, so I'll link that in the bottom. I'm not gonna go through step by step in this one because I've already done that. So, yeah, I think we're about ready for the slide out to come in and all that stuff though. So.
Dude, no, get out of my face. Without the skirting?
Yeah.
It'll be done in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then it's like 25. Setup is a little bit longer.
Yeah, but without that skirting, it's gonna be a whole new ballgame.
Okay. stops, board. Co-pilot engage.
He's a good boy. You guys buckled.
See you later, bye.
See you later, bye. Alright. My truck hasn't been warming up. What am I... This always happens. My truck hasn't been warming up. Because I've got to go around and lock all the doors. Men. I'm not going to do too much talking on the drive because I need like I could use a stand or something on the dashboard for the camera, and I need to just drive. But we are headed south. It only took us like an hour and a half to wrap up, and that's partially because I took the dogs for a walk. Usually it only takes us like an hour to wrap up, but we're headed south. We have quite the to-do list for this week that I'm excited to get done. We are at the time of filming, that's a funny thing to say. Ugh. We're at 76 days till we leave, so we're getting close. At least considering we've been planning this for probably 18 months at least. Maybe like 2 years. So, less than 3 months is close. So, I'm gonna go get some stuff done. I am gonna make some bone broth and some chicken broth that I've been saving a carcass in the freezer and some deer bones in the freezer for all that. So I'll probably video all that too. And yeah, we're just gonna go have a good time. It's 29. It's probably quite a bit colder with the wind chill. The breeze is pretty chilly. But it's supposed to be in the 40s and 50s and sunny where we're headed. So that'll be a nice change of pace, but headed out. Welcome to Love's. Is that how it goes? We're in the desert on a horse with no name. Alright, giving the house a scrub down. Let's see if I can do this. So that was, it's 12:20. That was about a 4-hour drive. I made 2 stops for fuel. One in Colorado Springs, just to top off. I better put it in park. And then one in Walsenburg because gas is cheap there. So, about a 4-hour drive. We're not there yet, but we're close. We'll wash the trucks and then go get them dirty on the dirt road. So, road trip is almost over. We just washed both trucks in the camper and look at the dust! Look at it! Okay, I'm done. I'm a little upset, but I'm done. We have arrived. Okay, I swear I'm not gonna do everything in singing. I'm lying, I'm definitely gonna sing. Alright, this is the property. It's so nice. I think I've had it in other videos, but it is, so we spend most of our time on National Forest, which is kind of like a slightly vulnerable feeling because you're in the public. You know, people can go for hikes all the way around our camper, and that's fine. They're not doing anything wrong, but it's just, there's a vulnerable feeling to it. We've never really gotten any trouble. We did have a narcotics officer leave his card in our camper door, like in the handle, because clearly someone called us in, because clearly we look like a meth house, meth camper, a kitchen. What am I trying to say? Whatever. We look like we're cooking meth, apparently. We actually called him on his card phone number. He never called us back. So that's the most trouble we've ever gotten in the National Forest, but there is a comfort to being on private property of we have a right to be here. We have a right to be in the woods too, but some people don't think we do. So there's a comfort to this. I'm not worried about anyone knocking on the door. It's nice. So it's every time we pack up to come down here, it's like it's a nice breath of fresh air. He looks cranky. How's the drive? Remember, if you cuss, I have to bleep it out, and that's a lot of work.
The drive was fine until we hit the cattle guards.
Oh, poor Bolt. He's got PTSD.
So then I'm trying to drag him out from under my feet. Then Gus is like, "Oh, we're getting Bolt."
Oh no! So he was gonna beat him up. Sounds like fun.
I'm gonna kill them both.
Cool. He was behind you, all the way up to where you would turn to go to McDonald's. Day 2 of the adventures. We settled into the in-laws' property. The camera battery died, so no more video from day 1. The wind is fierce today. Ferocious. It's like 75 mile an hour gusts, 45 miles an hour the rest of the time. So we're gonna go to town and then we'll come back and I might sew some curtains. Our camper, think of your parents' camper. Huh. I think ours is gonna blow over.
This one got 5 gallons?
Nope, just 1. Huh? Yeah, it did. It got 5, you're right. This is hectic. I think it's time to call it quits. I am working on making some curtains for the camper. Levi's working on truck stuff, and we're just surviving the wind.
Get the tomatoes off it.
Today, I am going to be building a Dakota fire hole. It's my first time. It's supposed to be pretty cool. It's like a little underground campfire with a tunnel to it for oxygen. I'm going to try and cook some chicken bone broth over it. Started our morning off with some breakfast burritos and some coffee. It is so still and brisk out. It feels so nice out here. So let's get to it in this beautiful weather. So the ground is solid clay here. I kind of thought I'd need this, and it turns out I do need it. So tools are awesome. It's not as deep as I wanted it, but I kind of figured that would happen. So let's do the second hole, and there's a lot of rocks around here, so I'll probably build it up a little bit. Look at that clay though. That is not a rock, people. That is just straight clay. It is ridiculous. The hole is ready. I am going to stack some rocks around it, just so I have something for the pot to sit on. I know it's not like traditional to have rocks, it's supposed to be a stealth campfire, but that's not my purpose. My purpose is to not catch the place on fire. And we do have a burn barrel that I could do all this in, but it takes a lot more wood to keep that hot enough to boil anything. So this makes a lot of sense to conserve firewood, and it would be a fun video anyway. So anyway, we'll get some rocks on there and get a fire started. Fire hole's done. I've got my rocks around it. I've got a couple of like stabilizer rocks that are going in so that this guy can set, woo, that one needs work, nicely in there. Oh, it's heavy. This guy needs a little more support. But overall it's done. We're gonna get a fire started in there. We'll start with some pine needles. I've got a bunch of firewood collected. Should hopefully last me a long time. I wasn't going to use the cast iron, but my other pot is dirty, so cast iron it is. It's buried down a little bit more, I guess. There we go. A spit would make more sense, but I don't have the energy to build a spit. I don't have like a steel spit, so this pot's really heavy, so it would have to be pretty well built. And let's be real, I'm not going to build one pretty well, so let's get a fire going. Right, the coals are getting good in there. Getting really close to being able to start the broth. This is a pretty neat setup. Oh, let's see if we can. Can't really see it, but the fire's in there. This is like a oxygen hole. The heat comes out the top. And oxygen goes in there. It's pretty handy. So almost to cooking time. All right, coals are perfect. So started the broth. We've got a chicken carcass in there, some old carrots, old onions, all the good stuff. Let's get it on. Broth is on. It took about an hour to get the coals that I wanted, and now we'll see how long it takes to bring to like a simmer. I don't want to boil, so hopefully I can avoid it being too hot, but see how long she takes. Could take hours to get the consistency I want. This is not a how-to video. This is one of my first broths ever, so I've done it in a crock pot before, but never over a fire, so don't take notes. I don't know how it's going to turn out. It's been a few hours and I think the fire's out. Some burned bits in there, it's alright. Well, let's get this fire going again. The wind has not been my friend today. So, it was my friend this morning. Here we go. Put this back on, even though I don't really care for flames. I want coals, but I'm running out of time to get this done in one day, so I'm gonna put her back on and we're gonna keep up with the fire a little better, make sure it stays good and hot. Okay, it's about 5 o'clock and I just wanted to do an update that the chicken bone broth is going to have to go to a day 2. So, tomorrow we will continue to work on it, but I couldn't keep my fire going in this wind in good conscience or physically. So, pending tomorrow, we will continue the broth. Want to tell us why the bone broth didn't work today?
Because nobody ever taught you how to start a fire.
Wow. Good morning. Nola. Bolt, good morning. Oh my gosh. So vicious. We stayed inside and had a late morning because it was real frosty first thing this morning, but it is gorgeous now. Nola's a mood. Bolt. What did you do? You did the paint?
Yeah, that's how good I am. This was all gray.
Yeah.
Now it's white. You can't even tell.
All that paint peeled. Same with on the tailgate.
But go look at the tailgate. It doesn't look as good.
You probably can't see it on the camera at all, especially in the light. What else did you do?
Bumper mount was cracked. Shocks were cracked.
Yep, your brother did some welding for us. Ooh, let's go look at my truck. It's got all kinds of new
headlights.
No. Okay. So we got new headlights, right?
Yep.
We got a winch. That came off of Levi's old Chevy that he sold. It's on my truck now.
My winch.
Got new mirrors. Those were from scrap yards and pretty rough, so that's nice and new. What else do we do? Got it all cleaned.
Support for the seat.
Yeah.
You would be sitting on the floorboard.
Yeah, it was really
Fix that.
bad caved in there.
And then today, there's lots of loose stuff.
I think you're gonna get fixed up.
Yeah.
Very nice. So we'll rattle away on the Alaska-Canada highway and on the roads to the cabins, huh?
That's the plan. Tires on this truck, oil changes on both of them. We're ready to go.
Feeling pretty good though, huh? That to-do list got killed. We bought the truck with that, for the record. Get going today?
Yeah. Drink my coffee.
Oh, I forgot mine. I have to go get it. So the shed, I guess. Wow. Oh no. Oh no. 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 Oh no. Hi. Oh, don't do it. Oh. I've got work to do. The shed is going to be kind of on stilts, if you will. There's probably a better word for that. The guys will probably laugh when they watch this. But all I know is we need holes. And it's like solid clay here. We tried the neighbor's auger a couple, like last weekend or something. And it wouldn't even really bust much. So hammer drill, we go. "22 inches. Now I'm gonna forever know that my knees are 22 inches. We need 24, so sad day. What are you trying to say to me?
Huh?
Huh?
That's what a squared up hole is.
Mine is square. Looks like you got a ways to go on that one.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
No.
I've got a ways to go on mine too. Gus is a great helper. So cozy. Having some pancakes for breakfast. I let that chicken broth, he's gonna run into the camera. Hi.
And take two.
Am I focused while you're there? Anyway, take two. Making pancakes for this monster this morning. I let that chicken broth sit overnight to cool off. And I'm gonna get it bagged up and frozen. Finish up those shed holes today, at least as much as we can. Right? And then we'll be headed back north for Levi to go back to work for a few days. Good Morning, Gulch. Hi. Say good morning. Good morning. Nola, come here. Come say hi. We're a mess. Gus. I believe Levi is doing. So it's wind last night. Let's see. You undercoating my camper?
Yeah.
Very nice. Alright. It's time to get the bone broth. I left it out last night. It's been cold enough at night to let it sit, cool off. Smells fine. Got kind of a thick strainer and then a mesh strainer. I hate this thing. It's so hard to clean in the camper. Let's get to straining this broth. I've got a couple of containers rinsed out for it, so I might have to put some in a gallon bag or two for the freezer, but that's alright. It doesn't look very good, I'm not gonna lie. The color's not very dark. I might not have cooked it long enough. But I'm out of time for cooking it, so maybe it's dog bone broth and not people bone broth. It's just not a good color at all. I guess it's not bad, but it's not what I pictured, so I think I'm just going to bottle it up for the dogs. I'll Google to make sure that it's fine for them, but I'm sure it is. And yeah, we just spent a bunch of time making dog bone broth, but that's okay. Live and learn. Everything's a lesson. We'll wrap up today's episode, more like this week's episode, I guess, of prepping for Alaska. It's been a little hectic. We are headed back up to the mountains tomorrow for Levi to go back to work for a few weeks, so I have to wrap it up anyway. The dogs will drink the messed up chicken broth, that's fine, but we got our to-do list completely knocked out to where we've been working on the shed posts because we need to get that done before the end of May when we leave so that we can all put stuff in storage here instead of paying, you know, each between the two families we're paying over $200 a month for storage, so that'll help us out a lot. We'll get that done, but for now we're gonna wrap it up and say thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button. That helps push the video to more people. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you. If you didn't, that's okay. I still appreciate you. So thank you so much, and I hope you guys had a great week too.